Welcome to Adams Cable sports coverage of District 2 high school football. And today from Lakeland Stadium, the Riverside Vikings and the Lakeland Chiefs will battle in a Lackawanna Football Conference crossover matchup, all brought to you by Adams Cable Service, by the Comfort Doctors, T.E. Spall & Son, Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing of Carbondale, Lawrence A. Gabriel Funeral Home and Cremation Services Incorporated, with locations at 74 North Main Street and 2 Hospital Street, by Jerry's Tire and Auto Service, NJS Systems and Controls, Route 6 Mayfield, Beston's Auto Body and Collision Center, by Nick's Excavating and Paving, by Pioneer City Insurance of Mayfield, Tom's Flooring Shop, your first step to a beautiful home, Main Street Childs, and your starting lineups for today's game, presented by the Roselle Department Store. Alongside Glenn Muskowski, Chris Nanfeld from Adams Cable, and Claire Seymour on camera, I'm Steve Young. Welcome to week number 3 of high school football. And it is a great night for football. We are going to dodge a bullet with the weather, as I believe the weather pattern is going to hold out till later this evening. And the Vikings and the Chiefs will battle here in week 3. For Lakeland, of course, they are coming off of the win at Carbondale by 20-10. But on opening night, they were knocked off by Prep 70-7. And for the Riverside Vikings, they opened up with a huge win over West Scranton, 47-39. But last week they were upended by the Spartans of Mid-Valley, 14-12. So Riverside will look to bounce back after that tough loss. And for the Lakeland Chiefs, Glenn, they're going to look to keep things going and keep that momentum going that they got in the Carbondale game.
Well, Steve, I'll tell you, if you watched that game last week, Carbondale had them early in the third quarter. Just couldn't move the football, but finally Lakeland started going and went down the field, scored 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter, and took the game over 20-10. And for Riverside, they were the favorite in that game, but Mid-Valley played a great game, a one-man wrecking crew. Had 2 interceptions, and he knocked the tip away for the 2-point conversion, or that would have tied the game for Mid-Valley. So Riverside got beat. So both 1-1, and we should have a good one there, I think.
Well, Riverside returns 8 starters from last year on offense and defense from last year's 2022 team, and believe it or not, last year, Glenn, when they posted a 6-5 mark, that was their first winning season since 2018. That's hard to believe.
Riverside?
Yes.
Wow. Yes, it
hard
is. I mean, the Riverside has always had some great athletes, both in basketball, football, baseball, all the 3 major sports, and that is shocking. We don't see them very often. So.
When you look at their record, 2021, 2-9, 2020, they were 2-8, 2019, 5-6. So the team they have here today, this Viking team, very good. They have a lot of speed. They're very athletic. They can come at you different ways. But for Harry Armstrong and the Riverside Vikings, they were dealt a tough blow when they lost their starting quarterback, Chase Tadonio. He leads the division in passing with a touchdown. He completed 16 of 21 attempts for 160 yards. He is out of action tonight with an injury. Whether it is season-ending, that is to be determined. But at this time, he is out for this game, so he will be replaced in the Riverside lineup by Reese Gahan.
Yeah, well, Steve, you hate to see any kid, especially in football. This is a tough game. You got to be prepared all the time. You hate to see anybody get hurt, and you'd always like to play a team with their best. And
for Lakeland, you take a look at the Chiefs, who posted a 1-1 mark thus far through the season. They will be without the services of Riley Ravinsky for the season. He is out with a season-ending injury. He broke his collarbone, and he will not see any more action this year. That is a tough loss because for head coach Dave Pawarczyk, he could use him on offense, and defensively, he was the free safety. At free safety, he will be replaced in the lineup by Mason Matus, who is a senior.
Well, Steve, again, you hate to see people get hurt, and then especially if it is their last season and they're looking forward to it. It's a tough grind out there, but you have to be physically fit and ready to go.
It is Riverside and Lakeland ready to battle here in week number 3 of high school football. We are going to take a quick break and return with more pregame highlights after this time out on Adams Cable High School Football.
Today, we customize everything.
Yeah.
So why not customize your video choices with Echo Stream, the full-featured video service powered by Adams Broadband. Just install the Echo Stream app on your compatible streaming devices. Then watch with features like Look Back and Restart, plus Cloud DVR to record all of your favorite programs. Powered by fast, reliable Adams Broadband and smart Wi-Fi. Customize your video. Call or visit adamscable.com to sign up.
You deserve expert heating, cooling, and plumbing service. So, just call Spall. T.E. Spall & Son has been serving northeastern Pennsylvania with expert customer service for 38 years in all phases of residential and commercial heating, cooling, and plumbing. So just call Spall for the expert service you deserve. Visit them at callspall.com. For service, remember, just call Spall. We're back at Lakeland Stadium. High school football, week number 3. The Vikings of Riverside and the Lakeland Chiefs in a Lackawanna Football Conference Division crossover matchup. So for Lakeland, of course, they participate in Division 2, while the Riverside Vikings are in Division 3, and they are the favorite this year in Division 3, Glenn. So we'll see how things play out. Harry Armstrong, I like him. He's an old-school coach, and he could make things work. He could get the most out of his players.
He was a great athlete in his day, too, Steve.
Absolutely. A lot of other games going on tonight. Honesdale, North Pocono, Honesdale at Valley View, Hazleton area at North Pocono, Western Wayne at Old Forge, Holy Cross at Mid Valley, Abington Heights at Berwick, Scranton Prep at Lake Lehman, Carbondale area on the road tonight to take on Hanover area. Tomorrow, Dunmore at Susquehanna, and also going on tonight is Scranton at West Scranton. So nice weekend, great weekend of high school football. Should be the last weekend where it's really going to be steamy. You're going to start to get the real football weather moving in now.
You look at this field; it looks beautiful out there, Steve, with the new track, the scoreboard and just the whole scene here. The field looks terrific. You were on the field; I wasn't.
Oh, the field is incredible. It's the maintenance department here at Lakeland does such a great job with their athletic fields, not only here but the baseball field there, but this football field is in perfect condition for this Week 3 matchup.
Yeah, and you would think with all the rain that we had that it would be a little messy, but it looks great.
Well, as you take a look down on the field, here come the Lakeland Chiefs into the stadium for the start of tonight's game. And we are awaiting the arrival of the Riverside Vikings. They're about set to make their way onto the football field. So, Glenn, this should be a good matchup. Riverside, as we mentioned, 8 returning starters on offense, 8 returning starters on defense, and we know they can score points when they're, hitting on all cylinders.
Yes, they can. And, you look at Lakeland. Dave Nanowitz had a great passing game against Carbondale. Then when it wasn't working too well, Chimola took over, ran the clock down, took one in, and it just ended Carbondale's chances last. They just controlled the tempo in the second half.
Well, that was textbook clock management by Lakeland in the win against Carbondale area last week. And we are going to step aside and take another break, and we will return with more pregame highlights on today's matchup from Lakeland Stadium between the Riverside Vikings and the Lakeland Chiefs after this timeout. Are you looking for the perfect flooring for your home, lifestyle, and budget? Visit Tom's Flooring Shop and Childs for the latest advancements in flooring to enhance the rooms in your home. The staff at Tom's Flooring Shop will help you style your home in contemporary elegance and classic beauty with name brand carpeting, hardwood, luxury vinyl, and professional installation. For residential and commercial flooring, all roads lead to where great floors begin at Tom's Flooring Shop, exit 6 off the Casey Highway in Childs. Providing the ultimate in professional service is a tradition at Lawrence A. Gabriel Funeral Home and Cremation Services Incorporated, Carbondale. For more than 50 years, families in Carbondale and its surrounding area have used our 2 Hospital Street and 74 North Main Street locations for a traditional service, cremation or memorial services, or a service of personal preference. Contact Lawrence A. Gabriel Funeral Home and Cremation Services Incorporated to handle every detail. Welcome back to Lakeland Stadium. Alongside Glenn Muskowski, Steve Young, we're just about ready for the start of today's Lackawanna Football Conference battle between the Vikings of Riverside and the Lakeland Chiefs.
Number 2, Chase Tadanillo. Number 4, Reese Gahan. And number 58, David Kuiper.
As the captains are out on the field for the coin toss here tonight. As we mentioned, a beautiful evening. Boy, a little earlier, Glenn, if you were taking a look at the weather and the radar, it didn't look too promising for a 7 o'clock kickoff. But fortunately, things have changed, and we're going to get this football game underway. Good crowd on hand for tonight's game. So Lakeland will receive here tonight.
The Vikings will be kicking.
Lakeland 1-1 overall. The Riverside Vikings at 1-1.
I see a lot of yellow. That's different in Lakeland here today.
Yeah, usually Lakeland has the traditional red and blue, but cheerleaders have some yellow on here tonight, so a different look.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you stand. The privilege of this game was made possible by those who have fought and continue to fight for the freedoms we enjoy. Let us honor and respect their efforts in our country as Shiloh Muta proudly sings our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light was so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the landmarks we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the balls bursting in air, gave through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Shiloh Muta.
And we are just about set for high school football here at Lakeland Stadium. Great to have you on board tonight here on Adams Cable High School Football. We're going to turn things over now to public address announcer Art Davis.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, before the game starts, we'd like to honor Jack Williams, our longtime member and supporter of the Lakeland football program, who passed away recently. During tonight's game, his son, Eric Chubbs Williams, is stepping in for him. He'll be on the chains over there tonight. Let's give it up for Jack, please.
And now the Roselle Department Store in Carbondale presents your starting lineups for today's game between the Riverside Vikings and the Lakeland Chiefs. Roselle is your source for school clothing, including uniforms for LaSalle and Holy Cross, and they have a great selection of spirit wear for Carbondale area, Lakeland, Forest City, and Valley View. In addition, Roselle offers professional laundry and dry cleaning services. Are you attending a formal fair or a special event? Let the experience of Sam Kalura work for you with a perfectly tailored tuxedo by Sarno & Son. Buy more, spend less, and look great. All at incredible value and style at Roselle Department Store in Carbondale. Santino D'Amico is ready to kick off to Lakeland, and we are underway. Great kick, and from about the 11-yard line, it will be the Chiefs to return it. This will be Shamola on the return, and he takes the football to the 19-yard line. That's where the Lakeland Chiefs will have it offensively, first down and 10. And their starting lineup looks like this. It's Andrew Gelderman at tight end, Evan Colacino at split end, Lyndon Bello at left tackle, Weston Loomis at right tackle, Alexander Woodward at left guard, Ethan DePorte at right guard, Ethan Kilmer at center. David Nanowitz will quarterback the Lakeland offense. Chris Shamola in the backfield, and Chase Rosenkrantz will line up in the slot. We'll have the Viking defense for you in just a moment on first down and 10 from the Lakeland 19. Nanowitz fires the pass. It's complete to Rosenkrantz. He is out to the 46-yard line for a Lakeland first down. And defensively for Riverside, brought to you by Roselle Department Store, Chad Hoskins at left end, Zach Chalik at right end, Tavian Branch at defensive tackle, and along with Ed Snee, the linebackers are Dominic D'Angelo, Richie Kostoff, and Quinn Puchalski. Casey O'Brien at left corner, J.J. Rogers at right corner, Reese Gahan at strong safety, and Gerald Rose at free safety. Those are your starting lineups for today's game, presented by Roselle Department Store. New set of downs for the Chiefs from their own 45 on first down and 10. David Nanowitz fires. Rosenkrantz open. He's got it and drops it at the 22.
Oh, right in his hands. I'll tell you what. All he did is he didn't bring it into him. If he does, he's got to score. Great pass.
Going to bring up second and 10.
Yeah, that had 6 points written all over it. And it is going to bring up a second down for Lakeland. Your Call-Spall game time weather, temperature right now 76 degrees, humidity at 71%. The wind is northwest at 4 miles per hour, and thunderstorms are possible after 10 p.m. And that is your Call-Spall game time weather. Second and 10, the Chiefs from their own 45. Shamola has the football and is still on his feet as he drives just past midfield to the Riverside 49-yard line.
Ball on the 50-yard line. Going to bring up third and 5.
So third down coming up for Lakeland. Defensively, Riverside is fourth in Division III. Against the run, they've given up about 275 yards. The pass, 319. They average about 291 yards. On third down, Lakeland will go to the running attack.
It's going to be close.
Shamola with the second effort. We'll have to see where the spot of the football will end up.
Might be shy by a half a yard.
Brought down by Chad Hoskins.
This is going to bring up a fourth down for Lakeland. And Dave Pawarczyk confident in his offense on the fourth down play. 4th and 1. Shamola has the first down.
Good strong, good block. Good hard running by Shamola.
Richie Kostoff, the middle linebacker, coming in to make the tackle for the Vikings.
Brought down by Richard Kostoff on the play. First down, Chiefs.
Lakeland this year averaging about 13.5 points per game through 2. And they have a drive going right now in Viking territory at the 43-yard line of Riverside.
Yeah, one-on-one coverage here with Rosenkrantz.
First down play, Shamola, the workhorse, and he goes off the left side with a flag on the play.
This is a late flag. Something happened after the play went by.
Gerald Rose, flag on the play.
And on the Call-Spall scoreboard, holding against the Chiefs. We are scoreless here at Lakeland Stadium with 9:37 to play here in the first quarter. So Lakeland coming out, mixing it up. They're able to throw the football, running the football. And that's how you keep a good defense on its heels.
That was a late flag, too. So probably after the runner went by the line of scrimmage, somebody grabbed a Riverside defender.
9.5 to play here in the first quarter. First down and long yardage, the Chiefs. Nanowitz to keep, turns the corner, another flag on the play.
Run out of bounds.
Again, holding again. Lakeland's killing themselves.
Flag on the play is holding against Lakeland.
Now, second holding penalty on this drive.
Boy, that quickly stops momentum, doesn't it? Wow.
Yeah, that's a killer, no doubt about it. Now the officials will talk it over and spot the football. Great crowd on hand tonight here at Lakeland Stadium.
Going to bring up about first and Mayfield.
Pretty good turnout too, Glenn, from Riverside as they made the trip up.
Well, they support their teams. All their athletic teams. They've been doing that for years. Great school spirit down in Riverside.
First down and about 30 for Lakeland. And we're going to have a timeout, I believe, called by the Chiefs.
Timeout, Lakeland.
9:22 remaining in this first quarter. We are scoreless on the Call Spall scoreboard as we go to a break. When it comes to keeping your vehicle maintained and problem-free, Jerry's Tire and Auto Service in Carbondale has you covered. Call Jerry's for brake service, oil changes, state inspections, quality tires, wheel alignment, and rotation to enhance your vehicle's performance.
I'm Jerry Jablanowski. Call 282 Tire for dependable automotive service in name brand tires at Jerry's Tire and Auto Service in Carbondale.
When you need collision repair, rely on Beston's Auto Body and Collision Center to restore your vehicle to its original condition. Beston's is a full-service, state-of-the-art collision repair center where customer satisfaction is the #1 priority. Their motto at Beston's, every job is perfect or it doesn't leave the shop. Beston's Collision Center in Carbondale, the trusted name in collision repair in northeastern Pennsylvania. Welcome back to Lakeland Stadium as we return to action with 9:22 remaining in this first quarter on the Call Spall scoreboard, and we are scoreless. It will be Chris Shimola in motion, and he is hemmed in and caught by the Riverside defense at the 35.
Good lateral pursuit by the defense there. There was absolutely no hole to go up to move forward.
J.J. Rogers in on the tackle for Riverside. He is a junior, 6 foot and 155 pounds, as he came up from his cornerback spot. Second down now in long yardage for Lakeland, as they will operate from their own 36. Nanowitz trying to settle down the offense. He'll direct some traffic now and reposition Shimola on the second down play. David Nanowitz with the rush on, and he will take the sack. Wow, coming in very quickly was Chad Hoskins, the defensive end.
Chad Hoskins.
He is a 220-pound senior, came right in and put the heat on David Nanowitz.
Going to bring up third in the Casey Highway.
That's a classic by PA announcer Art Davis.
But it's true.
Yes.
I mean, after they got their first two first downs, 2 holding penalties, and the momentum has totally swung.
4 wideouts on the near side for the Chiefs, and we may end up having another timeout.
Riverside.
And we are going to keep it right here for the timeout.
Timeout, Riverside.
So the Vikings called a timeout. Well, Glenn, a couple of holding penalties and then a sack, and now you're really deep in your own territory on the third down play.
We were moving. They were first and 10 on the Riverside 44, 43. All right, hold. And, if we follow Lakeland, but it seems to me that when they go haywire, it's always with the penalty that it starts. Even last year with the good teams that they had the last couple of years, they would fight those penalties all the time. They just got to be a little bit heady and play strong offensive blocking instead of holding. You can't do that. It puts you in situations like this. The field position has totally changed right now.
Well, coming out of the timeout, it is third down and 30 yards to go for the Chiefs, as they will operate from their own 37 with 7:55 to play here in this first quarter. Empty backfield for Nanowitz, as he will have a lot of protection, and now this pass is up for grabs and it's incomplete. It was intended for R.J. Smith.
For Robert Smith.
Good coverage in the secondary there by Reese Gaughan and company.
Yeah, excellent
Casey
coverage.
O'Brien also in on the coverage, and Lakeland is going to be forced to punt.
Gonna bring up 4th and 41.
Reese Gaughan will await the punt at his own 36-yard line.
Back to return for Riverside.
He is a game-changing threat for the Riverside Vikings. David Nanowitz to punt. This is a pretty good one. It's going to bounce near midfield. It gets a Lakeland roll to about the 42-yard line. But Riverside will have good field position to start this drive with 7:36 to play in the first quarter on the Call Spall scoreboard. Glad you could join us for Adams Cable High School football on this beautiful late summer evening.
They say whatever's coming tonight is going to be here for a couple days, I think, Steve. This weather, wow.
Isn't there a hurricane coming up the coast or something like that? Hurricane Lee or something?
Boy, they're in all over the place. In the Pacific, which never really happens. They've been there in California. Wow.
Riverside ready to run their offense. The official spot of the football, the Viking 41. Kostoff in motion. Gaughan to keep. He's trying to turn the corner, and Lakeland has him.
Gaughan on a carry.
Good pursuit by the Chief. Chris Shimola was right there defensively. Now keep in mind in that secondary for Lakeland, Riley Ravinsky out for the season with a broken collarbone. Mason Matus taking over for him at the free safety spot. He's wearing number, let's check that, 87.
87, yes.
2nd and 9 for the Vikings from their own 42. Kostoff once again in motion. Gaughan to keep. He sees an opening, and he has a Riverside first down as he's dropped at the 44-yard line of Lakeland.
Brought down by Kaden Kuzo. Not till Riverside first down.
Now this Riverside offensive line, Glenn, they do have some size. Tavian Branch at 285. Ed Snee at right tackle. He's 315.
Wow, that's enough.
Vincent Scotty at the left guard is 230. So they have a lot of muscle up on that offensive line. And a new set of downs for the Vikings from the Chief 45-yard line. Casey O'Brien is a wide out on the near side. Gaughan sets, fires. He's got a man open, and it's Richie Kostoff, and he is driving for more yardage inside the 25-yard line.
Brought down by Chase Rosenkrantz.
Now Richie Kostoff, a good target at 6'1" and 220 pounds. Second in receiving in Division II with 8 receptions and over 50 yards. Reese Gaughan coming into this game, second in Division III in passing, has thrown 3 touchdowns, has scored 18 points. And Gaughan back in the pocket. He's looking long for Rose, and Rose has it go off his fingertips in the end zone.
That's a good defense by number 23 for Lakeland.
Intended for Gerald Rose.
Poklemba.
Broken up by Jaden.
Jaden Poklemba is in the lineup for Lakeland also. As Glenn mentioned, he is a junior. And the incompletion will stop the clock with 5:53 to play here in quarter number 1 on the Call Spall scoreboard. We are scoreless here in week 3. Lakeland and Riverside. 2nd and 10 for the Vikings. Gaughan, nice move. Fires downfield, and he's looking for Kostoff.
He's got it.
And he makes the catch.
Gaughan's pass complete to Richard Kostoff. First and goal, Riverside.
That was just a great athletic move by Reese Gaughan of Riverside. And the Vikings will sustain the drive with the first down as they will operate from the Lakeland 5-yard line. First and goal, the Vikings. Gahan to keep. There he goes, heading for the end zone, and he has a touchdown.
Vikings touchdown.
Reese Gahan with a 5-yard touchdown run with 5:25 to play here in the first quarter, and the Vikings take a 6-0 lead. Now that is the Vikings team that we know, Glenn.
Yep. That was a good effort all the way down the field. Hard running, good passing.
Santino D'Amico for the extra point out of the hold of Costa. And the extra point is off the mark. Vikings with a 6-0 lead over Lakeland. And we are going to take a timeout and return with more high school football in just a moment.
Nick's Excavating and Paving of Carbondale is committed to providing professional service in residential and commercial excavating, land clearing and demolition, foundations, driveways, sidewalks, and utility lines. Enhance your property with new paving and seal coating, mulch, or stone. For expert service on your next project, count on Nick's Excavating and Paving Carbondale. What does it mean to be an expert? Does it mean getting the job done right? Or being able to pinpoint a problem and quickly find a solution? Whatever the meaning, the team at NJS are your experts in hydraulic and pneumatic components. So whether you need a custom hose built on the spot or a cylinder repaired from the ground up, the experts at NJS are there when you need them. And with the area's largest hose and fittings warehouse, NJS has thousands of the parts you need in stock and ready to go. NJS, Route 6 Mayfield, online at njsco.com. NJS is proud to call this area home and proud to sponsor our area athletes on Adams Cable Channel 7.
D'Amico will kick off for the Riverside Vikings as they have a 6-0 lead over Lakeland. Good high end-over-end kick. Shamola from his 7. Shamola dancing around. Good return out to the 28-yard line. Now we'll see if the Lakeland offense can be a little more effective on this drive as they take over with 5:18 to play in the first.
Well, they were moving the football, and again, those godforsaken penalties, they could ruin a good game.
Lakeland set to run their offense. On the first down play, Nanowitz to Shamola, decked at the line of scrimmage. Not too much there for the 6'1", 205-pound junior. And it's going to bring up second down for Lakeland.
Riverside is getting some good penetration on these runs, Steve. The Lakeland line's going to have to do a better job.
Well, across the front line defensively for the Vikings, Hoskins at 220, Branch at 285, Snee at 315 at defensive tackle, Chelik at right end, he's 220.
Tackle on the last play is by Dominic D'Angelo.
Second down and 12, loss of 2 on the last play. David Nanowitz to direct traffic as Josh Ponce is in the backfield. Ponce now will go downfield as a receiver, and they look for Rosenkrantz, and the pass is overthrown.
Nanowitz pass intended for
third down coming up for Lakeland. Oh, Glenn, I need a prediction from you. How many more weeks are you going to wear the summer attire to the press box?
When I put it on in April, it usually stays on for a long time, Steve. But I don't know.
Third down and 12. Nanowitz will be forced to roll out to the near side. He's looking, fires downfield, and it's incomplete. Pass was intended for Shamola.
Chris Shamola fouls incomplete. Pressure on the quarterback supplied by Chad Hoskins.
I will try. I will try. A couple of weeks.
Think you could go for the entire schedule, Glenn? Right till the end of October?
I look in the mirror. I say, don't be a dummy.
4th down for Lakeland, and Nanowitz will come on to punt for the Chiefs. Yeah, relatively short kick. This is going to bounce at the 46. Now the ball is up for grabs.
Looks like they might have it.
And players are going to battle for it. Let's wait for the official word. And I think the Chiefs may have the football.
It looks like Shimola came up with it. I'm not sure.
Yep. It was Shimola.
You see what happened there? The Riverside player was blocking. Just to block, he should have, instead of blocking, should have got away from it. They hit him in the face mask, and away you go.
So a break for Lakeland as they will sustain the drive now at the 47-yard line, their own 47. 1st down and 10, trailing 6-0 with 4 to play here in the first quarter. Nanowitz takes the low snap, and he's looking downfield for Rosenkrantz, and the pass is intercepted. Picked off by the Vikings. And that is Reese Gahan intercepting the pass, and the Vikings go back on offense. So Lakeland could not capitalize on the mistake by the Vikings, and the Vikings come up with a big interception. They will go back on offense.
Well, I think that Lakeland is trying to go for everything on all these pass plays. They were successful early. Could go back to what they were doing early.
And the Vikings will go back on offense. 1st down and 10, operating from their own 41-yard line. Gahan hands it off. Kostoff lost the football. I believe they're still battling for it. Let's find out who has it.
51 for Lakeland.
Lakeland has it. Drew Cervenka comes up with the fumble for Lakeland, and they'll go back on offense. Well, back-to-back turnovers. And with 3:40 to play on the Call-Spall scoreboard here in the first quarter, and the Vikings up 6-0, Lakeland will go back to work on offense, and Riverside calls a timeout, and we are going to step aside and go to a break, and we will return in just a moment.
What does it mean to be an expert? Does it mean getting the job done right? Or being able to pinpoint a problem and quickly find a solution? Whatever the meaning, the team in NJS are your experts in hydraulic and pneumatic components. So whether you need a custom hose built on the spot or a cylinder repaired from the ground up, the experts at NJS are there when you need them. And with the area's largest hose and fittings warehouse, NJS has thousands of the parts you need in stock and ready to go. NJS Route 6 Mayfield, online at njsgo.com. NJS is proud to call this area home and proud to sponsor our area athletes on Adams Cable Channel 7.
Drew Cervenka for Lakeland comes up with a fumble recovery to give Lakeland the football offensively at the Riverside 39-yard line, 1st down and 10. Now we'll see if Lakeland can capitalize now on the turnover. David Nanowitz under pressure, dumps off the screen pass, and it goes nowhere. Oh, great pursuit by the Riverside Vikings.
Loss of about 3 on that.
Vincent Scotty came up with the initial pressure to make the hit. 2nd down and about 12 yards to go after a 2-yard loss, as Josh Ponce will check into the Lakeland lineup. 5'7", 180-pound senior lined up alongside David Nanowitz. Nanowitz with a nice move, rolling against the grain. The heat is on. He will throw it away. I think Harry Armstrong caught the pass.
He did.
Harry still has it.
And why not?
Harry Armstrong in his 11th season, a career record of 70 wins and 52 losses. Third down coming up for the Chiefs as they trail 6-0. Chase Rosenkrantz will be wide on the top of your screen.
One-on-one coverage, it looks like.
3 wideouts on the near side for Lakeland. David Nanowitz back to throw. A little screen intended for Shimola falls incomplete.
Nanowitz's pass intended for Shimola falls incomplete.
Well, I think I'd punt this one, Steve, and try to change the field position.
Well, if Nanowitz can get away a good punt, pin Riverside deep, that would definitely help Lakeland, because they don't want their defense on the field against this high-octane Riverside offense.
So you're punting to a guy that could take it the distance right there.
Yes, they can. Reese Gaughan is awaiting the punt from David Nanowitz. Nanowitz.
Oh, that's a gem.
That's a good one. Gaughan will let it roll. It's going to roll inside the 5, and it's a beauty at the 4-yard line. They will pin the Vikings back inside the 5, and Riverside will take over offensively. First down and 10, leading 6-0. Well, as I take a look at Chris Nanfelt and the screen, we do have the score up on the screen tonight. All right.
Impressive.
Now there's a flag down, Glenn, at the no, I was going to say no, there is no flag on the play. Here we go as the Vikings will come up to the line of scrimmage deep in their own territory at the 5. Casey O'Brien is going to trot off the field. Just made it. And Gaughan will fire the pass to the near side. It is complete. Braden Rose, I believe, the intended receiver. He's a freshman, 6'2", 165-pounder. That will give the Riverside Vikings a little breathing room on a 5-yard gain. Second down coming up. Gaughan, inside handoff, nothing there. Andrew Gelderman, number 44, leading the way with the pursuit for Lakeland.
And that was it looks like 27, Steve. I don't see a 27 there.
Brought down by Alex Woodward.
Gaughan will keep driving, and he is finally stacked up by the Lakeland defense. So fourth down is coming up, and the punting unit will come on for the Vikings as we have under 2 to play here in the first quarter, and the Vikings leading 6-0.
Going to bring up 4th and 4. Jamal's back to return.
Santino D'Amico to punt for the Vikings. Wow, this is a great punt. Shimola, fair catch at the 45-yard line. Fans wanted a penalty, and Dave Pawarczyk pleading his case on the near sideline.
Wow. I mean, he did wave his hand.
Yes, he did. He waved his hand for the fair catch.
Wow, that's terrible.
Now, Glenn, if you were in New York City in the 70s, you would hear Warner Wolf say, "Let's go to the videotape."
Oh, wow. Remember that?
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Lakeland takes over possession of the football, trailing 6-0 as Dave Pawarczyk now is having a word with the official on the near sideline. And wow, Dave is hot.
I don't blame him. I do not blame him one bit.
Fans getting very vocal now on the first down play from the Viking 45. Nanowitz hands off to Ponce, and Ponce drives and takes the football to the Viking 41.
Pick of a 4.
Brought down by Vincent Scotti. Richard
Now, Glenn, you have to have a short memory now.
Yeah, you got to get back.
Coach and a player, you've got to get back into your routine.
You got to get
Put
back
it behind
into what
you.
you're doing. But you have to have your say.
2nd down and 6 for Lakeland. Trying to get something going here in Viking territory. And it is Shmola. Lost his footing.
Brought down the backfield.
Boy, Chris Shmola last week in that game against Carbondale.
Had good penetration there, Steve.
In that game against Carbondale, especially in the fourth quarter, like you said, he took Lakeland on his shoulders. And
right, he had a phenomenal fourth quarter. I mean, I think he had maybe about 10 rushes. It wasn't for a ton of yards, 61 yards, right, if I remember correctly.
We are going to go to a break as that is the end of the first quarter here at Lakeland. The Vikings are up 6-0. 3rd and 7 for the Chiefs when we come back.
When you need collision repair, rely on Beston's Auto Body and Collision Center to restore your vehicle to its original condition. Beston's is a full-service, state-of-the-art collision repair center where customer satisfaction is the #1 priority. Their motto at Beston's, every job is perfect or it doesn't leave the shop. Beston's Collision Center in Carbondale, the trusted name in collision repair in northeastern Pennsylvania.
Welcome back to Lakeland alongside Glenn Muskowski, Steve Young. Great to have you with us. As I'm doing a little bit of work on the computer here, Glenn lost part of a program, and we're trying to get it back on as we try to work through this. Thank goodness there's a timeout. So, folks, bear with us for just a moment. There we go. Lakeland now 3rd down and about 7 yards to go from the Viking 42-yard line. It's David Nanowitz sending Andrew Gelderman to line up at tight end. Empty backfield for the Chiefs. Nanowitz backfires, going for it all on the far side of the field. Overthrows Chase Rosenkrantz, the freshman.
Nanowitz's pass intended for Robert Smith.
Or let's check that. Smith, I should say.
Coverage by Casey O'Brien on the play. Bring up 4th and 7.
Well, 4th down coming up, and you definitely want to try to keep Riverside looking at a long field, so Nanowitz will drop back in punt formation, and Reese Gahan is awaiting the kick. That's a good punt. Going to bounce around the 15-yard line and then rolls out of bounds near the 12 or 13. So Nanowitz will pin Riverside deep in their own territory with 11:47 to play here in this first half, and the Vikings leading 6-0 on the Call Spall scoreboard here in week number 3 of high school football.
Steve, after the first drive of Lakeland, they went 4 and out, interception, 4 and out, 4 and out. So all that momentum that they had early, and they're moving the ball, was lost. Now they got to regain that and get back to fundamentals, hard-nosed football.
Vikings from their own 13-yard line, first down and 10. Kostoff in motion. Gahan, nice move on the keeper. Goes right up the gut of the Lakeland defense to about the 17-yard line.
Brought down on the play by Lyndon Bella and Alex Woodward.
Now, Glenn, as we take a look around the stadium, a lot of the dark clouds are beginning to move in.
Well, yeah, it's getting dark, isn't it? It seems like all of a sudden they changed from white puffy to dark and ugly.
2nd and 6 for the Vikings. Gahan keeps flag on the play. Gahan taken down after a short gain to the 20-yard line.
Gahan on the carry. There is a flag on the play.
Glad you could join us for high school football tonight. A legal procedure called against the Chiefs. You know, a lot of you listening in Mayfield, German, Greenfield, all over, tuned in to the broadcast tonight. Thanks for joining us. So another penalty against the Chiefs.
5-yard. Nope. Riverside. Legal procedure.
For Riverside, and second down play coming up. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 11, I should say, as we make the correction, as Kostoff will come out wide on the bottom of your screen. And Gahan with time. Kostoff, nice cut at the 22, and Kostoff tiptoes along the near sideline, and he may go all the way. It's Rosenkrantz trying to chase him down, and Rosenkrantz can't catch him, and Kostoff will take it for the touchdown.
15-yard line. 87 yard.
On a touchdown reception for Rufgon.
12-0 the Vikings. What a run.
I thought he was going to get caught, but he's strong enough to break the tackle.
6'1", 220 pounds, and he made a nice cut as he was catching the football. Now the Vikings will try for the extra point as D'Amico will attempt it out of the hold of Kostoff.
No good.
The kick is no good.
No good. So the Vikings having some trouble with the extra points, and they hold a 12-0 lead over Lakeland as we go to a break on Adams Cable High School Football.
Pioneer City Insurance, conveniently located at 620 Poplar Street in Mayfield, is independently owned and operated, providing personal insurance for auto, home, life, and commercial lines for businesses. Jennifer Krizan Allen is there for you 7 days a week on Facebook, online at pioneercityinsurance.com, or call 570-282-2801 for Pioneer City Insurance, 620 Poplar Street in Mayfield.
Like to say hello to Jennifer and Jim Allen tuned into the broadcast tonight. Jennifer Krizan Allen, one of our sponsors here on Lakeland Football. I know they're home tonight in German. Usually they're out at the campsite, but great to have you guys listening in tonight to our broadcast and our telecast here on Adams Cable, Channel 107. Vikings will tee up the football and kick off to the Chiefs, as D'Amico will do the honors for Riverside. Vikings, Glenn, do have an explosive offense.
They do. I mean, there was a one-on-one coverage. He broke the tackle, went by.
Defense going to kick.
I believe it was Rosenkrantz, and he couldn't catch him.
D'Amico's kick will bounce at the 20-yard line, and Lakeland will have to fall on it inside the 15.
He just Lakeland seems to be playing very careless now. It's nobody came up to catch that ball. You got to get that you got to get that on the run so you can advance the kickoff.
Well, Shamol was coming off the field. He seems to be shaken up. Well, is he going to stay in the game? He may have to come out for a play. He's going to head to the near sideline. Ponce will replace him in the lineup. Lakeland will try to get something going as they will work from their own 14-yard line, first down and 10. Nanowitz to keep nothing there. Tried to go up the middle, but the Viking defense collapsed on him. Second down coming up. Now, Glenn, you saw just how quickly Riverside could score.
Sure.
Now, just think about this scenario. When their starting quarterback, Chase Tadonio, is in the lineup, Reese Gahan becomes a receiver. He has great speed, excellent hands, and that changes the whole dynamic of your offense.
And it puts another good athlete touching the ball.
Absolutely. Yeah, we are going to have a timeout on the field with 9:52 to play in the first half. Timeout called by Lakeland, 12-0. The Vikings will step aside and go to a break on Adams Cable High School football.
Today, we customize everything. So why not customize your video choices with Echo Stream, the full-featured video service powered by Adams Broadband. Just install the Echo Stream app on your compatible streaming devices. Then watch with features like Look Back and Restart, plus Cloud DVR to record all of your favorite programs. Powered by fast, reliable Adams Broadband and smart Wi-Fi. Customize your video. Call or visit adamscable.com to sign up.
You deserve expert heating, cooling, and plumbing service. So, just call Spall. T.E. Spall & Son has been serving northeastern Pennsylvania with expert customer service for 38 years in all phases of residential and commercial heating, cooling, and plumbing. So just call Spall for the expert service you deserve. Visit them at callspall.com. For service, remember, just call Spall.
Back at Lakeland Stadium with 9:52 to play in this first half, and the Chiefs are trailing 12-0 on the Call Spall scoreboard. They will face second down and about 12 yards to go. They'll run the football, but defensively, Lakeland is right there to shut the running play down.
Brought down by Chad Hoskins.
Third down coming up for the Chiefs, 3rd and 10. So here in week number 3, Vikings out to a 12-0 advantage over Lakeland, and Chiefs trying to get their offense untracked. They'll put 4 wideouts on the near side and a flag on the play. Well, right now for Lakeland, they are out of sync.
Yeah. I don't know what that call was, but it's a 5-yard penalty, and they don't need a 5-yard penalty now.
Not deep in your own territory. 3rd down and 15. Empty backfield behind Nanowitz. Nanowitz looking long. Rosenkrantz off his fingertips. Just a little overthrown. Rosenkrantz, for a freshman, has great speed. That was a well-thrown football. Just a little bit overthrown.
You know, a matter of inches.
Punting unit for the Chiefs. Gahan back to receive for the Vikings at his own, at the Lakeland 47. Well, right here you need a good snap, and it's perfect. Good kick. Gahan, line drive.
Look out.
And on the run. There he goes. Oh, gosh, he is tough to stop, and then taken down at about the 24-yard line. Vikings will have great field position with a 12-0 advantage with 8:54 to play in this first half, and the football deep in Lakeland territory.
Lakeland, it seems like they've lost everything. They're trying to throw those long passes. I see what they're trying to do, but
if you can't run the football, now you have to go to another option.
But throwing those 25, 30-yard passes, that's not an easy task either. You got to be right on the money them, maybe loosen it up with a little screen or something, Of course, I'm not a football coach, so.
Gahan will keep. Season opening, turns it upfield, and then plows to the Lakeland 20-yard line.
Gahan on the carry. Brought down by Chris Chavola. Katie Kuzo.
Second down coming up after about a 4-yard gain. 2nd and 6. Gahan, the senior, will line up Casey O'Brien right alongside of him. And Gahan to keep. Going along the left side, turns it upfield, heading for the end zone. He has a 20-yard touchdown.
Touchdown for the Vikings.
Reese Gahan from 20 yards out. And it's 18-0 Riverside. Well, the Vikings have had trouble with extra points, Glenn. We'll see how they fare right here. Max Jackson will be the holder, I believe. Let's check that. And flag on the snap.
I think there was a guy just stepped offside. I think it was Rob Smith.
So Riverside will try it again.
Offsides on Lakeland is declined.
Here's the snap, and this kick was it partially blocked? And the kick is no good.
The extra point is no good.
18-0 Riverside, your leader, with 8:14 to play here in this first half as we go to a break on Adams Cable High School Football.
Providing the ultimate in professional service is a tradition at Lawrence A. Gabriel Funeral Home and Cremation Services Incorporated, Carbondale. For more than 50 years, families in Carbondale and its surrounding area have used our 2 Hospital Street and 74 North Main Street locations for a traditional service, cremation or memorial services, or a service of personal preference. Contact Lawrence A. Gabriel Funeral Home and Cremation Services Incorporated to handle every detail. When it comes to keeping your vehicle maintained and problem-free, Jerry's Tire and Auto Service in Carbondale has you covered. Call Jerry's for brake service, oil changes, state inspections, quality tires, wheel alignment, and rotation to enhance your vehicle's performance.
I'm Jerry Jablanowski. Call 282 Tire for dependable automotive service in name brand tires at Jerry's Tire and Auto Service in Carbondale.
Welcome back to Lakeland for more high school football here in week number 3 as the Riverside Vikings are out to an 18-0 lead over the Chiefs with 8:14 to play in this first half on the Call Spall scoreboard. Santino D'Amico to kick it off for the Vikings.
Calvin Jones-Jacobs backs return for Lakeland.
And here's your kick.
There's
The end over end kick, and Lakeland having some trouble with that kickoff. And wow,
that's good pursuit. Wow.
Lakeland will start this drive from the 15-yard line,
But they've got to get that straightened out.
Yeah.
You can't let that ball hit the ground.
that's something that will be, you'll have to work on during practice, those kickoffs, because that puts you deep in your own territory. From the 16-yard line, Lakeland will go to work offensively as David Nanowitz will run the offense, and the Chiefs will keep the football on the ground, and they take it out across the 20 to the 23-yard line. Chris Shimola on the carry for the Chiefs. Second down and 4. As Nanowitz will go off the play fake, dumps it off. Gelderman has it and is dropped at the 25-yard line. Now Gelderman made the catch, but right there the Riverside defense was there at the point of attack, and it will bring up third down for the Chiefs. Let's see if we can check out some scores around the area here, Glenn. If I could find my phone and get things going here. Third down and 2. Lakeland would love to pick up a first down right here and sustain the drive off play action. Nanowitz decked on the play. Wow, what a big defensive play by Quinn Pachowski. 6', 205-pound junior came up to make the hit. Fourth down for Lakeland, and once again they are forced to punt. That's a good punt. Gaughan from his own 46, zigzagging around. He's up across midfield, but caught on the play. Kaden Kuzo, sophomore, made the tackle.
Okay, again, Riverside's got ball inside the 50-yard line. So again, watch for Gaughan. He can throw the ball. He certainly can run the ball.
Well, Glenn, depending upon where you are playing tonight, there may be some problems with weather. Wilkes-Barre Wallenpaupack update, the 30-minute lightning delay clock has reset a few times in that ball game.
Wow.
So, as near as Wilkes-Barre, they have had some lightning, so let's hope we get this game in. 5:59 to play in this first half. Lakeland with a Riverside, I should say, on the offensive attack. And they will just run the football, and Gaughan carries to the Lakeland 40. And they'll move it back a yard and spot it at the Lakeland 41, second down and short yardage. It's Gaughan to keep, and he will go right up the middle. And Gaughan, tough to bring down, dropped at the 32-yard line.
He is an athlete.
Yes, he is. He's very exciting to watch. Reese Gaughan, 6', 180-pound senior. Second in Division III in passing at this time, second in Division III in rushing. First down and 10 for the Vikings with under 5 to play in the first half. Casey O'Brien gets the call, and O'Brien breaking tackles. He's heading for the end zone, then cut down at the 5-yard line.
Casey O'Brien on a carry, brought down by Chris Samoa. First down, Vikings.
Well, just when you thought that Reese Gaughan was going to be running the football, they go to Casey O'Brien, and he possesses great speed, and now the Vikings will be knocking on the door. .448 remaining here in this first half. Great to have you on board tonight here on Adams Cable High School football as the Vikings are out to this 18-0 lead over the Chiefs.
Casey O'Brien looks like he can run it too with the best of them.
The official spot of the football is at the Lakeland 4. O'Brien takes the handoff, but Lakeland is right there defensively. And leading the way was Josh Ponce as he came up from his linebacker position to make the hit.
Brought down the backfield by Weston Loomis.
O'Brien will line up alongside Gaughan. Gaughan to keep. And Gaughan will tiptoe into the end zone for the touchdown. And the Vikings increase their lead to 24-0 over Lakeland. Now, we talked about how Riverside can score points. And once they get running on all cylinders, they can make it look easy. D'Amico with the extra point, and this time it's good. 25-0 Riverside as we go to a break here on Adams Cable High School football.
What does it mean to be an expert? Does it mean getting the job done right? Or being able to pinpoint a problem and quickly find a solution? Whatever the meaning, the team in NJS are your experts in hydraulic and pneumatic components. So whether you need a custom hose built on the spot or a cylinder repaired from the ground up, the experts at NJS are there when you need them. And with the area's largest hose and fittings warehouse, NJS has thousands of the parts you need in stock and ready to go. NJS, Route 6 Mayfield, online at njsco.com. NJS is proud to call this area home and proud to sponsor our area athletes on Adams Cable Channel 7.
Back at Lakeland Stadium, where the Vikings have jumped out to a 25-point lead over Lakeland with 3:43 to play here in this first half. And the sophomore Santino D'Amico to tee it up for the Vikings.
Just sounds like a kicker, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. And he looks like a kicker, too. He does a good job on the kickoffs. Good line drive kick. Kuzo will let it go by him, and Lakeland has to fall on it.
It's just...
And the Chiefs, no return on that one, so they're going to start this drive from around their own 16 or 17-yard line.
First and 10, Chiefs on the 17-yard line.
Lakeland on the first down play with David Nanowitz running the offense. Shamola in motion. He will take the pass behind the line of scrimmage and got whacked on the play.
That was good penetration by the defensive backfield there. Unbelievable. They are pretty quick, Steve.
Yes, they are.
They go to the ball. They're very, very well coached.
J.J. Rogers came up to make that hit.
4-yard loss brings up 2nd and 14.
Second down and long for the Chiefs. Just couldn't get their offense on track thus far. Earlier in the game, they were moving the football, but then they were facing like first down and 30. And since that point, they did not get on track as Shamola on the receiving end of the pass and get some of the yardage back, and they will face third down and about 6 yards to go.
Brought down again by Rogers.
Rogers having a big first half defensively for the Vikings. He's a junior at 6 foot and 155 pounds.
3rd and 5 from the 22-yard line.
David Nanowitz will direct some traffic on the third down play. Nanowitz with the rush on, and he will get sacked on the play.
Nobody touched him. Not a soul there to block him.
Quinn Puchalowski, number 26, from his linebacker position on a blitz.
Puchalowski, flag on the play.
I don't think there's a flag. I think it may be a timeout.
No, there is a flag.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I see it. I was assuming that Armstrong would call a timeout so he can get the ball back in a decent field position. And what do we got?
That's ball and sportsmanlike conduct.
That's sportsmanlike.
That is going to give Lakeland a first down. So a break for the Chiefs with 2:15 to play in this first half, down 25-0. We'll see if they could take advantage of this break that they got.
Penalty results in a first down, Chiefs.
We are ready to rock as Nanowitz will have an empty backfield behind him as 4 wide receivers are on the near side. Nanowitz completes the pass across the middle, but right there, that was Chase Rosenkrantz on the reception. But J.J. Rogers was right there on the coverage.
And 3 others.
They just go right to the ball.
Swarm to the bat of football.
Get a 1 on the play, brings up 2nd and 9.
Nearing the 1-minute mark remaining here in the first half at Lakeland. Rosenkrantz is wide on the near side. Evan Calacino is split wide on the top of your screen. Shamola fumbled the football. He picks it up. He dropped it again and falls on it alertly. But they lost a lot of yardage inside the 20. So a tough first half for Lakeland. Timeout is called by Riverside. We'll keep it right here. And thank everyone who makes high school football possible by Adams Cable Service, the Comfort Doctors, T.E. Spall & Son of Carbondale, Lawrence A. Gabriel Funeral Home and Cremation Services Incorporated with locations at 74 North Main Street and 2 Hospital Street, by Jerry's Tire and Auto Service, NJS Systems and Controls, Route 6 Mayfield, by your good friends at Beston's Auto Body and Collision Center, Nick's Excavating and Paving, by Pioneer City Insurance of Mayfield, Tom's Flooring Shop, your first step to a beautiful home, Main Street Childs, and of course, your starting lineups for today's game, presented by the Roselle Department Store. 1:12 left here in this first half, as the Vikings will talk things over as they have possession of the football. Third down and long yardage. Let's check this. It will be Lakeland with the football. Third down and 22 from their own 17. Glenn, right here, you don't want to make a mistake against this Viking defense.
They can score quickly.
Nanowitz back in the pocket. With time, the protection breaks down, and he'll take the sack.
That was a coverage sack, Steve. Everybody in the back, for Lakeland was covered and covered well. Nanowitz had
28.
Now, if you're Nanowitz right here, you want to, when you're punting the football, you want to keep it away from number 4 from Riverside.
Oh, they're going
to try to take this clock right down. We have 33 seconds remaining in the first half. Nanowitz. It's blocked. Ball is up for grabs at the 10. Players battle for it. I believe the Vikings will have it at the 15. Looked like Dominic D'Angelo came up with the fumble recovery for Riverside. And with 21 seconds left in the first half,
for the Vikings at the 15-yard line.
They will have possession of the football at the 15-yard line of Lakeland. Now we'll see what head coach Harry Armstrong has up his sleeve right here.
You call 2 plays in the huddle now?
I would imagine you do that with 21 seconds left.
Because they did call a few timeouts, so.
Here come the Vikings with the lead and momentum. Reese Gahan sets the offense for the Vikings. And hold on.
Lakeland timeout.
Timeout called by the Chiefs, and we'll keep it right here. Well, Glenn, we saw what Riverside could do, what they did on opening night. They put up some points against West Scranton as they defeated the Invaders 47-39. But last week, they struggled against Mid-Valley 14-12, but they got untracked here in this first half against Lakeland. They have the lead and the football.
They met a one-man gang with that from Mid-Valley, Victor Holt, who scored a touchdown, blocked the 2-point conversion, and ran an interception back. Had 2 interceptions, ran one back for 97 yards, which was a backbreaker. And the big key to that game was the blocked 2-point conversion with a minute and some seconds left to go in the game.
Well, Mid-Valley will be here at Lakeland in week number 10, and we will have that broadcast for you here on Adams Cable. 21 seconds left, first down and 10. The Vikings from the Lakeland 15-yard line. Gahan goes far side of the field. Pass is off the fingertips of J.J. Rogers, I believe.
I believe that might have been a lateral.
So the Vikings trying to act quickly. 7 seconds on the clock as the clock is running. Gahan back in the pocket, looking end zone, and the pass is batted away. Great defense by Lakeland.
And that was Rosenkrantz, I think.
Gahan's pass falls incomplete.
Great job by the Chiefs defensively to shut down the Vikings on the pass in the end zone, and that will bring us to halftime in today's Week 3 matchup between the Vikings and the Chiefs, and Riverside out to a 25-0 lead. We will step away and go to a break, and when we come back, we will have our halftime show and the Riverside Band after this timeout on Adams Cable High School Football.
When you need collision repair, rely on Beston's Auto Body and Collision Center to restore your vehicle to its original condition. Beston's is a full-service, state-of-the-art collision repair center where customer satisfaction is the #1 priority. Their motto at Beston's: every job is perfect or it doesn't leave the shop. Beston's Collision Center in Carbondale, the trusted name in collision repair in northeastern Pennsylvania. Nick's Excavating and Paving of Carbondale is committed to providing professional service in residential and commercial excavating, land clearing and demolition, foundations, driveways, sidewalks, and utility lines. Enhance your property with new paving and seal coating, mulch, or stone. For expert service on your next project, count on Nick's Excavating and Paving Carbondale.
Welcome back to Lakeland Stadium, where the Riverside Vikings lead the Lakeland Chiefs 25-0 here at halftime. And we are going to step aside and let you enjoy the great musical talent of the Riverside Band here at halftime.
Love is in the air tonight as the Riverside Marching Band and Units present their 2023 field show. The show opens as the band and cheerleaders ask everyone to give me some lovin' with Jerry Burns' arrangement of the Spencer Davis Group Top 10 hit. Our next selection is the Beatles' Love Me Do, arranged by Mike Story. Unfortunately, not all love lasts, as we learned the hard way in Doug Adams' arrangement of Dua Lipa's Break My Heart. Finally, we ask you all to join hands as our show concludes with Love Train, arranged by Jerry Burns. The performance is choreographed by Miss Viking. The band is under the direction of Joanna Reed. The units are under the direction of Caitlin Shaughnessy and assisted by Lindsay Grisbowski. Our 2023 football captains are Emma Costantino and Amelia Melnick. Our JV captains are Peyton Oustridge and Catherine O'Hora. And now, get a little crazy as our 2023 Miss Viking, Cassie Jenkins, makes her way down the 50-yard line to Beyonce's Crazy in Love.
What a great halftime show provided by the Riverside Band and Marching Unit as they showcase their musical talent here tonight at Lakeland, as the Vikings have a 25-0 lead over Lakeland here at the half. And Glenn, Lakeland in that first half, it seemed like they were able to move the football early in the first quarter.
First possession.
But once they got hit with some penalties and they faced first down and 30, their offense kind of went off the rails and they never really recovered. While the Riverside Vikings were early in that first half, yes, they were moving the football a little bit here and there, but once they got hitting on all cylinders, they really turned it on.
If you look at this, Lakeland has more offensive plays than Riverside does, but Riverside scored quickly.
Riverside made the most of their opportunities.
Absolutely.
Well, let's run down the scoring summary and the stats.
Well, let's look at Lakeland. Shamola had 6 rushes for only 14 yards. Dave Nanowitz has struggled to just get away from Riverside. He had 5 rushes for -24. Dave put a lot of pressure on. They had some good penetration. Ponce had 1 rush for 4 yards, and Rosencrantz had 2 for -13. Nanowitz was 6 for 15 for 29 yards. Gelderman had 1 catch, Shamola had 2, and Rosencrantz had 3. They ran 39 plays. They had 4 first downs, and their penalties 3 for 25. For Riverside, Reese Gahn, 9 rushes for 67 yards and 3 touchdowns. Casey O'Brien, 2 for 26. Gahn was 4 for 6 for 133 yards and a touchdown. The big one, an 87-yard pass play to Rich Kostoff, who had 3 receptions for 128 yards, and Braden Rose had 1 for 5. They ran 24 plays. They had 5 first downs, and they had 2 penalties for 20 yards. But when they had the ball, they were very efficient, and they were on defense. They were hyped, and I'll tell you, they didn't give Lakeland much room to do anything, and then Lakeland had a couple opportunities on kickoffs, and they let 2 or 3 of them bounce. Well, you can't do that, and that puts you in a hole right off the bat, because you can't get the ball out here where you can have some room to operate.
Well, when you look at the schedule from the last couple of years, ironically, in 2021 and 2022. Lakeland defeated Riverside by identical scores, 34-0.
Wow.
But here tonight, it's been all Riverside. They lead 25-0 as we get set for second half action. We'll run down some scores for you around the area. Western Wayne out to a 28-0 lead over Old Forge. That game is at halftime. Mid-Valley all over Holy Cross at the half, 42-0. North Pocono and Hazleton area, Glenn, that's a great matchup. At halftime, they're tied at 6. Carbondale area up by 1 at halftime over Hanover area, 7-6. Valley View leads Honesdale at the half, 28-7. And we have an update on Prep. 42-0 Prep over Lake Lehman at halftime. Boy, they have a high-octane offense.
They look good. They look obviously. We didn't see them play Lakeland, but they put some points on the board in that game. Wow. Well, Lakeland's got to come back out, get their defense set. You know the offense is gone. There's no question about it, and you just have to stop him.
Yeah, you just have to. Well, first of all, you have to find an answer to shut down that Riverside offense. Gahan just had an outstanding first half for the Vikings, so there's a challenge right there for Lakeland, and the next challenge is when you get the football, you really have to find a way to be productive with it. And they really struggled in this first half against the Viking defense. So we are going to step aside, take a quick break. We'll come right back with second half action after this timeout on Adams Cable High School Football.
Pioneer City Insurance, conveniently located at 620 Poplar Street in Mayfield, is independently owned and operated, providing personal insurance for auto, home, life, and commercial lines for businesses. Jennifer Krazan Allen is there for you 7 days a week on Facebook, online at pioneercityinsurance.com, or call 570-282-2801 for Pioneer City Insurance, 620 Poplar Street in Mayfield. Are you looking for the perfect flooring for your home, lifestyle, and budget? Visit Tom's Flooring Shop and Childs for the latest advancements in flooring to enhance the rooms in your home. The staff at Tom's Flooring Shop will help you style your home in contemporary elegance and classic beauty with name brand carpeting, hardwood, luxury vinyl, and professional installation. For residential and commercial flooring, all roads lead to where great floors begin at Tom's Flooring Shop, exit 6 off the Casey Highway in Childs.
Back at Lakeland Stadium, where the Chiefs are ready for the second half, down by 25 points against the Riverside Vikings. A reminder, our next broadcast coming up will be on September 22nd, as we will be at the Sharkey Rossetti Sports Complex in Varden, when the Carbondale area Chargers will take on the Western Wayne Wildcats.
And Western Wayne's looking pretty good.
Yes, they are. Another good season over in Varden.
Back to return for Riverside, Reese Dahan and Casey O'Brien.
It will be Lakeland to kick off to Riverside. Gahan and O'Brien on the return team for the Vikings. Ryan Bianchi, the junior, will tee it up for Lakeland. Bianchi wearing number 25. And away we go. This is a pretty good kick. We'll take Gahan to the near sideline from his own 19. Nice move at the 28. And Gahan keeps it going and then goes down near the 42-yard line. Well, what an athlete Reese Gahan is, Glenn. I mean, there's on the kickoff, there's no doubt about it. He already knows where he's going before he catches the football.
He's quick. He's always looking. He cuts back nice, and and when he gets going, he's got some speed. He's got quickness and speed, a little bit different, Steve, but he has them both.
Well, right here, Lakeland needs a big defensive stop to get some momentum and confidence, as Riverside will start this drive from their own 43, first down and 10. It's Gahan with time, firing downfield. Rose is open, and it's off his fingertips near the 20 of Lakeland.
Well, I think he shorthanded that one. If he stretched his arms out, I think he would have caught that.
Jaden Paklemba on the coverage.
Second down and 10 coming up for the Vikings. Now Gahan will move some players around in the formation. Kostoff now will come closer to the line of scrimmage, and this little flare pass out on the near side intended for O'Brien is off the mark. And third down now for the Vikings of Riverside.
If he caught that, he had some room to run. Just off the fingertips again.
Third down and 10. Gahan keeps near midfield. Gahan breaking tackles and then is dropped at the 42-yard line of Lakeland. Good for a Riverside first down.
And 15 yards.
Well, right now the speed of Riverside is also taking over. New set of downs for the Vikings. Gahan alertly falls on the football as it was mishandled on the snap.
Gahan recovers the botch snap.
Second down.
Bring up second and 20.
Second down and 20. And the football marked at the Viking 48. Gahan will survey the Lakeland defense. O'Brien in motion. O'Brien off the fake handoff. It's Gahan up to midfield on the carry.
Brought down by Josh Potts, Alex Woodward.
So they got 5 yards on the carry. And this is going to bring up third down and
bring up third and 18.
Third down and long. Third down and 18 yards to go. Now we'll see what Riverside elects to do right here. As Gerald Rose will be a wide out on the near side. Gahan may have got Lakeland to move. Let's see who the call will be against, though. I believe it might go against the Vikings.
Yeah.
I think they took off a little bit too early.
Procedure.
There it is. Against Riverside. On the call, Spall scoreboard with 9:55 to play in this third quarter. Vikings up 25-0. Third down and long as Gahan will drop back, sets, fires. Pass is complete to Braden Rose. And he has the catch inside the 45 of Lakeland.
Tackled by Evan Colacino.
Yeah, fourth down now. Fourth and about 12.
He's going to bring up fourth and 12. D'Amico back to punt. Chamola back to return.
And it will be D'Amico, Santino D'Amico, the sophomore, to punt for the Vikings. Ooh, wow, this is a great punt. Chamola called for the fair catch and drops it. And Lakeland will have the football at the 8.
Again, field position.
Yeah, field position has not been in favor for Lakeland here tonight. As they will operate from inside the 10. And we'll see if they can get something going offensively, as the Vikings have virtually held them in check thus far. From the 8-yard line, David Nanowitz will run the offense for the Chiefs. Nanowitz sets, fires, and this pass is complete to Chamola for a good gain on the play.
Nanowitz's pass complete to Chamola.
I'll give Lakeland Glenn a little bit of breathing room.
Pick up a quick 5. You know, get a first down and get yourself. Get your feet underneath you and then get moving down the field.
Second and 4. With 8.5 minutes remaining here in third quarter action on the Call Spall scoreboard. Nanowitz in the pocket. Steps up, feels the heat, takes the sack. Stepped forward a little bit, saw some running room, but the Vikings were right there defensively.
Nanowitz gets back to the line of scrimmage. Brought down by Richard Costa.
Third down for the Chiefs.
The Riverside defensive line, Steve, it just keeps coming and coming at you. And eventually they break you down, and it puts Nanowitz in a tough situation.
Third down and 4. Nanowitz. Oh, Nanowitz decked as he was unloading the football, and he is down on the field.
Wow.
That was a wicked hit.
That was a blindside hit. He never even saw him.
And we are going to have an injury timeout while David Nanowitz is being attended to with 7:33 remaining here in this third quarter and the Chiefs down 25-0. We will go to a break and return with more high school football after this timeout.
Today, we customize everything.
Yeah.
So why not customize your video choices with Echo Stream, the full-featured video service powered by Adams Broadband. Just install the Echo Stream app on your compatible streaming devices. Then watch with features like Look Back and Restart, plus Cloud DVR to record all of your favorite programs. Powered by fast, reliable Adams Broadband and smart Wi-Fi. Customize your video. Call or visit adamscable.com to sign up.
You deserve expert heating, cooling, and plumbing service. So, just call Spall. T.E. Spall & Son has been serving northeastern Pennsylvania with expert customer service for 38 years in all phases of residential and commercial heating, cooling, and plumbing. So just call Spall for the expert service you deserve. Visit them at callspall.com. For service, remember, just call Spall.
Welcome back to Lakeland Stadium. A good sign as David Nanowitz will walk off the field under his own power, but he definitely has to come out of the game for minimum one play, Glenn, and I will be surprised if he even gets back into the game at all.
Well, he had the ball, his arm was out. He never saw that defender coming, and he hit him solid.
Fourth down for the Chiefs. And they are going to be forced to punt.
Braden Rhodes back to return. The Chiefs, Rosenkrantz punt.
Rosenkrantz will boot it away for Lakeland. This is a good punt and a fair catch called for by Gaughan at the 42-yard line of the Chiefs. And the Vikings will take over possession of the football, leading by 25 with 7:28 to play here in the third. Well, Glenn, Lakeland has already lost Riley Rovinski, a veteran, out for the season with a broken collarbone. And now they lose David Nanowitz on the hit. So he's out of the game.
He looks like he's dazed sitting on that table, Steve.
And it will be
hate to see that.
Reese Gaughan to keep the football, and he will turn it upfield, and Gaughan rushes for about 7 or 8 yards to the 35-yard line. He's got about 7 on the play.
Tackled by Josh Potts.
He does it all, doesn't he? Wow. Good passer, excellent runner, good defender.
Second down and 4. It's Gaughan keeping the football, and he will plow forward very close to a first down. And the chain gangs will move the sticks, and the Vikings will sustain the drive by virtue of the first down. And with 6:45 time remaining here in the third quarter, time and counting, Vikings will keep things going. As we look down there on the field, Nanowitz will not be back in this game, Glenn, as Reese Gaughan will throw it away on the far side of the field, as that pass was intended for freshman Braden Rose.
Pressure by Alex Woodward on the play.
Second down play, let's check this. Second down for the Vikings of Riverside as they operate second down coming up. 2nd and 10 from the 31 of Lakeland. And this pass intended for Braden Rose falls incomplete.
Balance pass intended for Braden Rose, falls incomplete.
Well, Glenn, as you look down along the near sideline just past the track,
Yep.
there's David Nanowitz and Riley Rovinsky. Rovinsky out with the broken collarbone, and Nanowitz on the sideline after taking a hit back in the pocket.
They checked him over pretty good there, so hopefully he'll be all right. But
I would be really surprised if he gets back into the lineup here tonight. You know, you're down 25 as Gahan buys some time, fires downfield, and this pass is complete for a touchdown to J.J. Rogers.
Touchdown to John Rogers, player down on the field.
And a player for Riverside is down at the 25-yard line of Lakeland. Yeah, that could be a cramp. So it's 31-0, the Vikings. And a player being attended to. Now, that's another issue, Glenn, with the warm weather.
Yep.
You have to stay hydrated.
if they have that leg up in the air, that's a cramp. Boy, I've had some beauties. Boy, there's just absolutely nothing you can do.
Now, I told you the story the last time I had a cramp. It was maybe back around basketball season somehow. I was watching a sporting event on television, and I knew it was going to happen, you know, and you could feel that cramp coming. And I get up, and I'm trying to make my way into the kitchen, and my wife, Mary, was there, and I said, get the pickle juice. So she has a little container of pickle juice in a Tupperware, but with a Tupperware top on it. She gets the container, and I'm in the kitchen. She goes to open up the container and spills it all over the counter.
Oh, no.
Well,
I tell you, it's for me.
My leg still hurts, by the way.
But for me, that works.
Yes, it does. Yeah. Didn't the Philadelphia Eagles do that many years ago when they had players cramping up during a game?
My brother-in-law worked in the casinos for years, and he worked with a number of people, Asian people, and they used to come up and tell, we have some remedies for you
right.
people, and that was one of them, and it works. It works. We empty a bottle of pickles. The juice stays in the jar, in the refrigerator.
Now we have to have two containers, you know, because
one for Mary to spill, and one for you to drink.
One for me. Yeah. 31-0 if you're just tuning in. Riverside, your leader over Lakeland with 6:12 to play, and a player down on the field for the Vikings. That's definitely a cramp. Okay, and he's up. And for Riverside, let's check that. That is Casey O'Brien. And he'll make his way to the far sideline. Hopefully he'll be okay. Painful experience, that's for sure.
Oh, wow.
Now, D'Amico has had a busy night. Missed a couple of field goals in that first half, or a couple of extra points, I should say. We'll see if he can convert right here as the scoreboard goes out. There, it's back on. And a flag.
Offside.
Encroachment.
Yeah. I guess you don't want to get too close, right? With a kicker. Change the angle a little bit.
Well, D'Amico will get ready to boot it away. Rough snap, and they are going to have to look into the end zone, and this is good for a 2-point conversion. Wow.
Max Jackson passes to Quentin Kuslowski.
They come up with the 2-point conversion on a botched snap from center, and it's 33-0. The Vikings will go to a break with 6:12 to play here in the third quarter on Adams Cable High School Football.
You deserve expert heating, cooling, and plumbing service. So, just call Spall. T.E. Spall & Son has been serving northeastern Pennsylvania with expert customer service for 38 years in all phases of residential and commercial heating, cooling, and plumbing. So just call Spall for the expert service you deserve. Visit them at callspall.com. For service, remember, just call Spall.
Welcome back to Lakeland Stadium with 6:12 left here in this third quarter. The Vikings are out to a 33-0 lead over the Chiefs. Vikings will tee it up here and kick off to Lakeland. Here's the kick by D'Amico. And it goes off the fingertips of one of the men that were back for Lakeland. Calvin Jacobs off his fingertips, and that pushes Lakeland back to about their own 2. Now here's the big key right here for the Chiefs.
I know what you're going to say.
Who is going to be the quarterback?
And
looks like Shamola is going to be running the offense.
They're on I look like the 1, Steve.
That's a tough situation right there. Nothing has gone right for Lakeland in this football game. So Shamola is going to run the Lakeland offense, and he is going to keep the football, and he will take the ball out to about the 4-yard line for a 3-yard gain.
First ball on a carry.
Now you talk about a go-to guy. Last week they went to Shamola to seal the game for Lakeland with the running attack, and here tonight he has to step into the role of quarterback as Nanowitz was injured as he took a hit back in the pocket when he was attempting a pass.
Still, he's walking the sideline here right by the 40-yard line now. He still looks a little dazed. I mean, that was a hit. Wow.
2nd down and 7. Shamola will hand it off. And they run the football and take it out across the 6 to the 7-yard line.
Josh Ponce on a carry.
Now Ponce is going to come to the near sideline. He had his helmet off, lost his helmet, so he came out for one play.
You get your helmet knocked off, you do have to come off no matter what.
Joe Pesanowski is checking into the Lakeland lineup wearing number 88. So on 3rd down and 4 from the Lakeland 7, Shamola will run the offense, and a bit of a mix-up in the backfield. That's Pesanowski on the carry.
Well, and rightfully so. I mean, you look at people playing positions that are not playing, the new people coming in that haven't played a lot. All that's got to be straightened out in practice when you can do that. That's tough to do it on the run in a game.
Yeah, it sure is. It is 4th down for the Chiefs, and Chase Rosenkrantz will punt from deep in his own end zone. And 2 are deep for the Vikings.
Rosenkrantz to punt.
Rose along with Reese Gahan. And Rosenkrantz fumbles it momentarily. And this ball is picked up by J.J. Rogers on a short return.
Well, balls are flying, people are flying. Wow. It is just a tough night. It's a tough night for Lakeland. You have to feel for them. They can't get going at all.
And low numbers on the roster, too, this year, Glenn.
Yeah.
I think, if I remember right, only about 34 players on the roster this year.
And probably a lot of them are underclassmen, hope.
Yeah, you see freshmen, sophomores. Vikings now with a 33-0 lead. If they punch a score in right here, the 35-point rule will be in effect for the remainder of this game if they could tack on some points. From the 21, it's 1st down and 10 for the Vikings. Gahan fires the pass, and it's complete to Richie Kostoff for a 21-yard touchdown.
Reese Gahan with a touchdown pass to Richard Kostoff.
39-0, the Vikings. Well, Glenn, last year when Lakeland had that fantastic team, we read the 35-point rule on many games. This time, the role is reversed as the Vikings are out to a 39-0 lead. And D'Amico for the point after touchdown. Low snap. And the Vikings with the football, and they tried to make something happen with that one. Max Jackson was the holder, low snap, so he just danced around and took the hit. We'll go to a break with 3:35 left in the third. Vikings up 39-0 over Lakeland as we go to a break.
Providing the ultimate in professional service is a tradition at Lawrence A. Gabriel Funeral Home and Cremation Services Incorporated, Carbondale. For more than 50 years, families in Carbondale and its surrounding area have used our 2 Hospital Street and 74 North Main Street locations for a traditional service, cremation or memorial services, or a service of personal preference. Contact Lawrence A. Gabriel Funeral Home and Cremation Services Incorporated to handle every detail. When it comes to keeping your vehicle maintained and problem-free, Jerry's Tire and Auto Service in Carbondale has you covered. Call Jerry's for brake service, oil changes, state inspections, quality tires, wheel alignment, and rotation to enhance your vehicle's performance.
I'm Jerry Jablonowski. Call 282 Tire for dependable automotive service in name brand tires at Jerry's Tire and Auto Service in Carbondale.
Santino D'Amico to kick off for the Vikings of Riverside. 2 are deep for Lakeland. Wow, this is a great kick. Coming to the near side, it's off the fingertips of the return man, and now Shamola fumbles the football. Jacobs was going after the football on the kickoff, went off his fingertips.
Fumble recovered by Josh Ponce.
Ponce was right there to save it for Lakeland. And with Riverside up 39-0, we will have a running clock for the remainder of the game. And we'll run down the rule for you in just a moment as Lakeland tries to get settled.
New quarterback, Steve. Ty Sokolowski, number 12.
Number 12, he's a freshman. And, well, head coach Dave Pawarczyk didn't like what he saw in the formation, and he called a timeout. And we will take a timeout right here and thank all of the great sponsors for making high school football possible. Adams Cable Service by the Comfort Doctors, T.E. Spall & Son, Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing of Carbondale. Lawrence A. Gabriel Funeral Home and Cremation Services Incorporated, with locations at 74 North Main Street and 2 Hospital Street. By Jerry's Tire and Auto Service, NJS Systems and Controls, Route 6 Mayfield, for experience, dependability, and 24-hour service. Beston's Auto Body and Collision Center. Also brought to you tonight by Nick's Excavating and Paving. Also brought to you by Pioneer City Insurance of Mayfield. Tom's Flooring Shop, your first step to a beautiful home. Main Street Childs, and your starting lineups for today's game presented by the Roselle Department Store. Lakeland with the football. First down and 10 from their own 15-yard line. As Ty Sokolowski will hand it off to Shamola, and he's hemmed in and decked on the play behind the line of scrimmage. So we have a running clock now with the lead over 35 points. So upon completion of the first half of an interscholastic football game at any level of competition or any time during the second half when a team gains a 35-point differential over its opponent, the clock shall be stopped only when an official's timeout is taken, a charged timeout is granted, a period ends, or a score occurs. Once implemented, the mercy rule remains in effect even if the differential becomes less than 35 points. And this is Shamola carrying the football to the 24-yard line for the Chiefs.
Brought down by Alexander Pika and Braden Rogers.
So with under 2 to play here in the third quarter, we'll also have the call of the game coming up. With about 5 minutes left, I think we'll run that down tonight.
It's already in the envelope.
In the envelope? Are you going to be like Karnak the Magnificent and hold the envelope up and make the?
I think I can.
Jamal on the carry.
I think I can. I can guess what it is.
Brought down by Graydon Dupree.
Fourth down coming up for the Chiefs. Let's run down some scores for you. Yeah, we did have some scores here. We're going to have to try to update these, see how Carbondale is doing in this ball on this Friday night. Western Wayne 35-7 over Old Forge in the fourth quarter. Wildcats looking good this year. Third quarter, Carbondale up by 1 over Hanover, 7-6.
By Chase Rosencrantz.
Trail over Greater Nanticoke area, 40-7. Prep 42-6 over Lake Lehman. That was in the third quarter. Lakeland here forced to punt, and the Vikings will let it roll. It gets a Lakeland roll inside the 40-yard line, where it's down there
Punt was down
by Evan Colacino. And the Vikings will go back on the offensive attack with 35 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Now, Carbondale in a battle on the road here tonight, Glenn.
Yeah, they didn't do a bad job last week against Lakeland. I think they just wore them out down the end of the fourth quarter. Shamola had a great quarter, great half, and Nanowitz did a great job passing the ball, running the offense. So now they're right in the game again. So, and they're playing a lot of young players, Steve. That's a good sign for them.
And that will bring an end to third quarter play here at Lakeland Stadium with the Vikings leading the Chiefs 39-0. We will go take a timeout and come back with fourth quarter action in just a moment.
What does it mean to be an expert? Does it mean getting the job done right? Or being able to pinpoint a problem and quickly find a solution? Whatever the meaning, the team in NJS are your experts in hydraulic and pneumatic components. So whether you need a custom hose built on the spot or a cylinder repaired from the ground up, the experts at NJS are there when you need them. And with the area's largest hose and fittings warehouse, NJS has thousands of the parts you need in stock and ready to go. NJS, Route 6 Mayfield, online at njsco.com. NJS is proud to call this area home and proud to sponsor our area athletes on Adams Cable Channel 7. When you need collision repair, rely on Beston's Auto Body and Collision Center to restore your vehicle to its original condition. Beston's is a full-service, state-of-the-art collision repair center where customer satisfaction is the #1 priority. Their motto at Beston's, every job is perfect or it doesn't leave the shop. Beston's Collision Center in Carbondale, the trusted name in collision repair in northeastern Pennsylvania.
Back at Lakeland Stadium alongside Glenn Muskowski, Chris Nanfeld from Adams Cable handling our live portion of the telecast, and Claire Seymour on camera. I'm Steve Young. Thanks for joining us for all of the action tonight here in week number 3 as the Vikings lead 39-0 as we open up the fourth quarter of play. And, of course, a new quarterback in the game for the Riverside Vikings. They'll go with the pass play, and it's complete on the far side of the field. Gerald Rose handling the quarterback duties now. He is a 6', 155-pound junior. Second down coming up for the Vikings. And the Vikings will run the football, and they will pick up a first down across midfield into Lakeland territory.
This doesn't make sense to me. That's not, is that 9 or 4 out there? Maybe
that was 9.
That's 9.
Joseph
okay. No, they're gone. Okay, I thought it was 4, and I said that would be crazy to have him in the game.
No, he won't.
Yeah.
You won't have Reese Gahan out there. No, it's too risky. You're up by 39 points, and here's a Lakeland defense rising to the occasion as Joseph Gahan tried to go up the middle, and the Vikings held the Chiefs had a team meeting on him.
Brought down by Joe Pezinowski.
Joe Pezinowski made the tackle. He's wearing number 88, a senior. And with the clock running, 10:29 to play here in the fourth, 39-0. The Vikings on the Call Spall scoreboard. Riverside will face second down and long yardage. Second and about 15. And this pass out in the little screen pass, and Vikings will dance around a little bit, and Lakeland right there on the coverage. So this fourth quarter, Glenn, is going to move along at a rapid pace as Pezinowski now will check out of the Lakeland lineup. Third down and about 13 for the Chiefs. Ball just shy of midfield. And the handoff, and this may be a touchdown. There it is. The Vikings will score again.
That was Joe gone. What was it?
51-yard touchdown run.
Can't see the number.
Vikings tack on another score. It's 45-0 with 9:19 left here in the fourth quarter.
D'Amico to kick. The point after.
Now it will be D'Amico to try the extra point. Well, we talked about how explosive Riverside could be, Glenn, and we saw it here in this game.
Yeah, they just played on all cylinders. They had Lakeland backing up the whole game. Lakeland came out early, started good, but then a couple. Just imagine what a couple penalties does to a team when things are going right, and then it just went all downhill from there.
Well, D'Amico tacks on the extra point to make it 46-0 as we take a timeout here on Adams Cable High School Football.
Nick's Excavating and Paving of Carbondale is committed to providing professional service in residential and commercial excavating, land clearing and demolition, foundations, driveways, sidewalks, and utility lines. Enhance your property with new paving and seal coating, mulch, or stone. For expert service on your next project, count on Nick's Excavating and Paving, Carbondale. Pioneer City Insurance, conveniently located at 620 Poplar Street in Mayfield, is independently owned and operated, providing personal insurance for auto, home, life, and commercial lines for businesses. Jennifer Krizan Allen is there for you 7 days a week on Facebook, online at pioneercityinsurance.com, or call 570-282-2801 for Pioneer City Insurance, 620 Poplar Street in Mayfield.
Ladies and gentlemen, because of lightning. That is the end of the game. It is called because of lightning.
Well, folks, the game is called because of lightning, as the Vikings will win it 46-0 here tonight over Lakeland. Game is ended with 9:19 remaining. We thank you for tuning in. We are going to wrap things up very quickly. We'll have our call of the game, Glenn.
Okay, call spall of the game gone to Kostoff, 87-yard touchdown pass in the second quarter.
And that is going to wrap it up here at Lakeland Stadium. And it's all been brought to you tonight by Adams Cable Service, by the Comfort Doctors, T.E. Spall & Son of Carbondale, Lawrence A. Gabriel Funeral Home and Cremation Services Incorporated, by Jerry's Tire and Auto Service, NJS Systems and Controls, Route 6 Mayfield, Beston's Auto Body and Collision Center, by Nick's Excavating and Paving, Pioneer City Insurance, and by Tom's Flooring Shop, your first step to a beautiful home, Main Street, Childs, and your starting lineups made possible by Roselle Department Store in Carbondale. Your final score once again here tonight, Vikings win it over Lakeland. We'll talk to you on September 22nd when the Western Wayne Wildcats will host the Carbondale Area Chargers. For the team, so long from Lakeland.